This is Dr. Loganathan. I'm taking the subjects of the ground improvement techniques. Today, we can see about the ground improvement techniques. So first, what is the ground improvement techniques? The ground is the base for all structures. You know that. So the soil, earth, ground, so more or less equal definitions. So soil is the variety, some of the varieties such as loose soil, medium soil, hard stratums. If the ground is hard stratum, the structures should be stable. On the other hand, when the ground is loose soil, the particular area that is the loose soil should be strengthened. All right. So next one. So in the ancient period, so in the olden days, so the earth pit were made on the particular site. The earth pit size were 3 feet in length, width, and depth. 3 feet length, 3 feet width, and 3 feet depth. Then the soil was taken from the pit. So earth excavated from the pit and dumped near the pit. Then the work is complete. When the work has completed, the soil was taken as per the dimensions or size from the earth pit. The earth pit was filled by taking the soil. In the earth pit, if the soil was required to fill the whole earth pit, therefore the site should be needed the ground improvement. That is the loose soil. If the soil was surplus while filling the whole earth pit, therefore the site should not be needed for the ground improvement. So these techniques are implemented in the ancient periods, the olden days. So whether it is a strengthened ground or not strengthened the ground, right? So next one, objectives of ground improvement techniques: to decrease the air voids in the soil. So if you have the air voids, the soil should be loosened. So while we are providing the loads, the soil should be the structure should be decreased while the foundation, that is beneath the ground level, the structure will be collapsed because of this air voids presence in the soil. Next, to increase the soil stability. So while we are increasing the soil stability, the ground improvement techniques are necessary. And the next one, to increase the shear strength parameters. So in the soil properties, there have the engineering properties, physical properties are there, like that specific gravity, void ratio, porosity, permeability, etc. The shear strength parameter should be increased. In case of the shear strength is low, the structure will be failure. Next one, the increase the stiffness of soil. The soil should be the very hard stratum. So then only we can make the structure on the soil, or otherwise the soil should be strengthened. And the next one, to decrease the permeability parameters of soil. So in case of the permeability characteristics are more, then the permeability parameters should be decreased. Next one. So methods of ground improvement. The ground improvement methods are a reinforced earth structure, field compaction method, dynamic compaction method, vibro compaction techniques. Next one, stone columns by blastings, freezings, ground improvement by adding admixtures in soil, heating and freezing. Next one, preloading for soil embankment, prefabricated vertical drains, wet soil mixing, dry soil mixing. So in the methods, reinforced earth structures. In the earth structures, we have provided the reinforced earth. That is we have provided the earth should be reinforced, that is the strengthened. Next one, field compaction method. So we know that in the laboratory, the compaction method are available in our laboratory. So the same thing in the field compaction are necessary for the improving the soil parameters. Next one, dynamic compaction method. So dynamic compaction method. So we are providing the compaction by various aspects. That is the equipment such as the roller, like that. Next one, the vibro compaction techniques. Stone columns. Stone columns are provided for the loose soils. The stone columns, different stone columns are used by the spacing, equal spacing will be provided by blasting. While blasting at the particular area, the soil should be strengthened. Next one, the freezing. Freezing concept is one of the methods of ground improvements. Next one, the ground improvement by adding admixtures. Some admixtures were added and getting the ground improvement or soil improvement. Next, this is the geogrid. So geogrid is the provisions of the soil improvement. It is a strengthen improvement. Stiffness should be increased while using the geogrid. Rigid concrete facings. Surcharge is nothing but it is the extra loading will be provided on the top surface. Geogrid materials. Geogrid are commonly made of polymer materials such as polyester, polyvinyl alcohol, polyethylene, or polypropylene. They may be woven or knitted from yarns, heat welded from strips of material, or produced by punching a regular pattern of holes, sheets of material, then stretched into the grid. That is the geogrid materials. Thank you. Thank you all.